Please remain standing. And gentlemen, remove your hats. As our Warren Central Marine Corps Junior ROTC Color Guard will present the colors, and our very own Dustin Podgorski will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. You may be seated. Parents, families, and friends, tonight we gather as a community to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2016. We, with the leadership of the class of 2016, are deeply committed to the value of respect. In our school, we simply ask all persons to demonstrate this core value. Treat others as you would like to be treated. On behalf of the class of 2016, we ask you to follow this premise. We ask that you focus your attention not only on your sons and daughters, but also that each of you gives the respect to the graduates of others. Finally, we ask that you silence all electronic devices. We ask that you applaud and cheer only at the appropriate times. Our students have waited 12 years to hear the reading of their name. Please do not deny them this recognition as they cross the stage. With your help and consideration, we will make this a memorable and positive evening for all. Thank you, and at this time, I would like to introduce the administrators and school board members on the stage. Please stand as I say your name. Our superintendent, Dr. Dina Cushenberry. School board members, President Julie French, Vice President Rachel Burke, Secretary Randy George, and members Terry Amos, Tony Mendez, Sue Switz, Assistant Superintendents Luann Schwinn, Tim Hansen, Leanne Kwiatkowski, and Ryan Russell. Administrators on stage, Cindy Fry, Nancy Campbell, Emily Brown, Brenda Owen, Masimba Taylor, Bree Brown, and Marcus Clayton. Department chairs, Beth Campbell, Mike Espick, Candy Handy Ogle, Alex Harkleroad, Jennifer Holman, Jennifer Jensen, and Ed Meckes. And last but not least, our readers, Laura Buckwright, Debbie Hurt, and Brad Morgan. Thank you very much. You may be seated. And now at this time, I would like to introduce our welcome speaker, Dathan Jones.
Sorry about that, guys. They cater Chartwells for us backstage, and I'm still trying to choke some of it down. But first and foremost, I would like to welcome our honorable school board, esteemed administrators, dedicated teachers, doting parents, thrilled families, and of course, the class of 2016. It is a great honor to be standing here in front of you today. But before we begin, I want to talk to you about something I was thinking about last night: measurements. Isn't it weird how all around the world they use the metric system, while here we use the imperial system, or feet and inches? Now, like me, you may or may not stay up at night thinking about different ways to measure things. But you may have noticed that some people may think that one way is right and one way is wrong. However, what we don't consider is that no matter how we measure something, we all ultimately end up accomplishing the same goal. Similarly today, all of you took different paths to get here, and some people may have told you that one way was right and one way was wrong. But there are two vitally important things to understand before you agree to this assumption. First, that there is no right or wrong, simply different. And second, as the irreproachable 50 Cent once said, if they hate, then let them hate, and watch the money pile up. Our differences have made the class of 2016 the strongest yet, and no matter what path you chose to get here, all of our differences will lead us to success. Today, we take our first steps towards the future, the day we have been gearing up to these past 4 years, the day that we will forever remember as the end to one of the greatest chapters of our lives. But the end is only the beginning to an outstanding future. Now, really quick, I'm going to ask to hear from the class of 2016. So first, I'm going to ask for all of my student athletes, especially Skylar, to give me some noise. Go ahead and make some. All right. Now let me hear from all of those in performing arts. All right, where all my broadcasters and journalists at? All right, Stuco? Yeah. All of those that graduated from Walker Career Center programs. And all of those of you who stayed up at some point in this year to text one of your friends for the homework the next day. The class of 2016 are filled with artists, musicians, athletes, performers, procrastinators, and so much more. We are the generation of tomorrow. But before tomorrow begins, we must take a look back at the measurement of what brought us here. As we walk the first few feet, meters, inches into the Commons freshman year, many of us may have exclaimed, "Oh my gosh, how am I going to survive here?" But as we carefully crept through the hallways trying to find our class, we may have noticed the immense building full of different races, faces, ethnicities, and personalities. It was at this point that I, in particular, realized that the great thing about being a warrior is that you can find your place, your niche, your home among each and every one of these people. Take a look around, and you might realize that we are missing some faces from the original class of 2016. We're the survivors of academic, personal, and perhaps social obstacles that we have faced these past 4 years. Look around again and realize that we're the ones who survived 5 a.m. wake-up times, furious cramming for tests, last-minute essays, and navigation through the Commons during pre-football craziness. Over the years, we have lost warriors to family job changes, transfers, and sadly, even death. But what makes us warriors is the fact that no matter what obstacle gets in our way, we break through them together. We have been given the tremendous blessing to make it to this point. Now, it is our responsibility to pass along our knowledge and bring that great warrior spirit to the world. It was not easy for us to get to this point, and there's still work to be done. Whether you decide to pursue an education or join the military or even begin a career, but we are warriors, and to me, that means persevering through everything. And as different as we all may be, we all have that in common. Someone who knows more about success than each and every one of us do, American politician and my personal celebrity lookalike, Arnold Schwarzenegger, once said, "You can't climb the ladder of success with your hands in your pockets." Now, while everyone on planet Earth would like to see Arnold try to climb a ladder with no hands, he does bring up a valid point, that you can only hold yourself back. Don't limit yourself by putting your hands in your pockets. And no matter how high the ladder is, take life step by step. It doesn't matter if you're going to be a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, a king crab fisherman, or sell bootleg movies at the barber shop. Don't let your time here be the apex of your life. Be the best at whatever you do. And please, if someone walks across the movie screen or it has to have English subtitles because it's in another language, I'm not interested in your movie. But we need to understand that we need to continue to climb the ladder. And if your high school career has taught you anything, I hope it is to strive towards accomplishing your dreams. And when you're faced with doubt and defeat in this funny place called life, always remember how far you've come and where you came from. Stay humble and always stay grounded. None of this would have been possible without the love and support from our wonderful families and teachers. So as much as this is a celebration about the graduates, it is also about the support system that aided us in achieving this success today. So, thank you, moms, dads, various family members, teachers, administrators, and friends. Without you and Google, we would not be able to be in this position. So, I'd like to end with a quote from a Warren Central educator who had a deep and profound impact in my everyday life, Jeffrey Arvin. Have fun, and do your best. These simple yet profound words portray how the only measurement of our success isn't in meters or in feet, but if we gave it our best effort and enjoyed it. So, thank you, and welcome to your 2016 commencement ceremony.
Nice job, Nathan. Great job. Thank you, Dathan. Class of 2016. I want to share something with you. You are a first-class group of young people to be around. From the skating parties, to the bowling nights, to prom, to the senior luncheon, when your song comes on, you light up the room with your energy. It's really fun to watch. Your joy is contagious. And I see how the power of good music can impact you. And I feel the same way, and one of my new favorite songs reminds me of you and this night, your graduation night. The song is Andra Day's Rise Up, and I'd like to play for you right now, so please pay attention to the lyrics, and I'll be back in a couple minutes.
You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Move mountains, we gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. And I'll rise up, I'll like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. The silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains. And I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up, and I'll do it 1,000 times again.
And now I want to draw your attention to a few of the lyrics from the song, because I think you will find meaning in them, especially tonight. The song begins, you're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you. So we're gonna walk it out and move mountains, and I'll rise up. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I know from watching you learn and grow over the past 4 years that you will rise up. Many of you have faced challenges and persevered through obstacles that we, your school family, will never know about or will never comprehend. But each day, you did rise up, unafraid, and you kept going toward the goal, even when it would have been easier to give yourself a pass, a break, an excuse. Now you are here, and I am so proud of you. I want to leave you with a special challenge from Warren Central grad to another. Continue to rise up. Do it 1,000 times again. All of you in the past 12 years have passed those difficult classes, overcome unexpected misfortune, and persevered through personal tragedy. You have made it. You have risen up. And now even bigger and greater challenges await you. But you are ready. I know you are. You are ready to put in more hard work for yourself, your families, and your loved ones. You are ready to make tough adult decisions. I want to challenge you all tonight to take the success of the past 4 years, for that matter, the past 12 years, and not yet be satisfied. Don't become complacent. Rise to new challenges. You have not finished. You have just begun. Don't be satisfied with the success of tonight. Be hungry. Rise up like the waves, unafraid. Do it 1,000 times again. Even when it feels like it's hard to breathe. Take the world to its feet and move mountains. You will succeed in life. We know you will. We believe in you. Tonight, you begin your journey beyond the classrooms of Warren Central High School. Be proud. Hold your heads high. Let your determination leave the legacy for those that follow. This class has been offered over $9 million in scholarship opportunities. Class of 2016, it was a memorable year. It is a beautiful day. Make it a better tomorrow. It is all up to you. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to formally present the class of 2016 to our superintendent, Dr. Dina Cushenberry.
Board of Education, Mr. Shepler, administrators, parents, and relatives, on behalf of the Metropolitan School District of Warren Township, I hereby accept this class and recommend they be awarded their diplomas. Students, I'm not going to keep you long, but first, please give a round of applause to your parents, administrators, because they've helped you this day. This is your day. I'd also like to thank the active military and the veterans in the audience. Thank you for your service to our country. Class of 2016, I have a few reflections and a few insights. My first reflection is, now it's time to take advantage of this unique moment in time and history to talk about building bridges and not building walls. It's time to have intelligent conversation about gender, race, religion, and the world at large. Don't just get your news from Twitter and Facebook. Read the local newspaper. Really look at reliable sources. My favorite is the New York Times. David Brooke has great perspective. Class of 2016, help your generation build bridges of love and civility. Have real conversations about civility. It's being respectful, reasonable, and polite towards people who are different than you. When people are not heard, they protest and riot. I've lived through protests and riots. I recall helicopters, fires, chaos, Martin Luther King's death, Robert Kennedy's death. I thought at the time I was going to die too. The local grocery store, drugstore, donut shop, cleaners burned down, gone. A week or two after, I recall walking to school, seeing devastation. To this day, I cannot eat an apple fritter, my favorite donut, as a child. But class of 2016, I pray that your generation is able to have courageous conversations so you and your children never experience what I and others have experienced. Class of 2016, bullying and harassment is real. It's alive. Don't harass. My 7th grade year, the bullying and fighting got so bad, I had to move to Texas to live with my grandparents the remainder of that year. I returned later that summer, and for some reason, I was no longer the target. Bullying doesn't stop, harassment doesn't stop when you leave high school. There are bullies everywhere, but don't be afraid to speak up about harassment. I stand here before you today to let you know I made it. But finally, class of 2016, be not afraid. Be fearless. Mistakes are what help you grow as an individual. Be authentic. Be who you are and not what other people want you to be. Be collaborative. It's the #1 skill of the 21st century. You must be prepared to work with different kinds of people. That is what makes a productive society. Be watchful. If you're somewhere and it feels like, ooh, something's about to go down, it probably is. Leave and take your friend with you. But most of all, I really want you to hear this. Be enough. Understand enough. Enough is a powerful word that gets little attention. Know when you have had enough and stop. Use it in every aspect of your life. For some, it's moderation. For others, it's safety. With that said, class of 2016, we love you. Be resilient. And remember, you are enough. And also, remember to vote.
I came to win, survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. To I wish today it would rain all day. Maybe that'll kind of make the pain go away. Trying to forgive you for abandoning me. Praying, but I think I'm still an angel away.
angel away, yeah, strange in a way. Maybe that is why I chase strangers away. They got their guns out aiming at me, but I become Neo when they aiming at me. Me against them, me against enemies, me against friends. Somehow they both seem to become one. A sea full of sharks and they all smell blood. They start coming and I start rising. Must be surprising, I'm just amazing. I win, thrive, soar, higher, 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 more fire.
To fight, to conquer, to thrive. I came to win, to survive, to prosper, to rise, to fly. To
Go, go.
To fly. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. I came to win. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Get ready for it.
All right, at this time, I would like to recognize the following honorable student organizations. Students, please stand as I say your name or your group, and please remain standing. Audience, please hold your applause until all organizations have been read and acknowledged. Academic honors candidates, please stand. National Honor Society, Quill and Scroll Honor Society, National Latin Honor Society, Student Council Officers, Student Council, Walker Career Center Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, National Spanish Honor Society, Student Leadership Council, and recognition of graduates for military service. Please stand so that we can acknowledge you at this time. Very good, thank you. You may be seated. After 8 semesters of high school, earning a cumulative grade point average of 4.179, that's out of a 4.0 scale, it is my distinct pleasure to present the Salutatorian Award to Elizabeth Drummond for the class rank of second in the class of 2016. Elizabeth will be attending IUPUI with a full BEPCO scholarship. Also, after 8 semesters of high school, earning a grade point average of 4.199, it is my distinct pleasure to present the student who is ranked #1 in the class of 2016, Erin Montgomery. She earned the title of Valedictorian of the class of 2016. She will be attending Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee, and has earned $251,000 in scholarships.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, teachers and students, and most of all, graduates of the class of 2016. It is an honor to be standing before you today on a day that many would call the first day of the rest of our lives. 4 years ago, we stepped foot into the halls of Warren Central, all of us scared, anxious, and excited, but completely unprepared for the 4 years that were to come. We spent the majority of our first few days as Warriors completely lost, wandering the halls looking for the D or M or F hallway, not realizing that the hallways are actually in alphabetical order. We sat in classes with 30 new faces, forced to talk to people and make new friends. We waited in the lunch line for 20 minutes, then tried to scarf down our food in 5. Eventually, we learned how to be a Warren student, which bathrooms to use, the best route to get to classes, when we should use our lockers. We spent 4 years making memories and making mistakes, and in our final few days, we stressed over finals, said goodbye to our favorite teachers, and talked about our plans for next year. We waited in anticipation for the day we would graduate, and I'm excited to tell you all that we finally made it to that day. For many, getting to this point has been an enormous challenge, one filled with obstacles seeming nearly impossible to overcome. Some of us have had to conquer mountains of adversity, facing more struggles than most have faced in their entire lifetime. But no matter what we've had to overcome these past 4 years, the most important thing to remember is that we've made it through. High school hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it, and you should all be extremely proud to be graduating today. When writing this speech, I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say to you all. I thought about giving you all advice for the future, or starting with some cliche quote about how high school has been the best years of our lives. However, I came to the conclusion that my advice is basically useless, and though many cliches hold truth, they don't sum up our 4 years here. Eventually, after much procrastination, I realized that there is only one message I want you all to hear today. There is only one hope that I hold for all of us as we enter into the next stages of our lives. Only one lasting impression I hope to leave on you all. As we depart on new adventures, I hope that we always remember where we came from and the people who have been there for us all along. Graduating from Warren Central High School is truly something special. Warren is the kind of place where you can walk down the hallway and see a new face every day. It's the kind of place where people of all races, religions, and sexual orientations can exist in peace. Unlike many other schools, Warren welcomes everyone with open arms. There is no group of people that is better than another, no one team that rules the school. At Warren, everyone is free to be who they want to be. While many outsiders see Warren as dangerous and unruly, I know that it is actually the opposite. Warren has been my home for the past 4 years. I have found second families in my teachers and friends, and I've learned more about myself than I would have ever thought possible. Warren is not like its bad reputation. Instead, it is a place where people of all walks of life can come together to form a diverse and unique family. Being a student at Warren has taught me to be thankful for the opportunities I have and has prepared me for the real world by developing my tolerance and understanding of others. In the real world, there is diversity and struggle, adversity and triumph, and Warren represents all of these things. It is a place where you can learn to accept differences, make mistakes, and think for yourself. It's a place where you learn how to fall flat on your face and get back up, where you learn to give it all you've got every single day. Our strength and dedication has led to tremendous accomplishments, all of them culminating in this moment. I hope that all of us can utilize the lessons we learned as Warriors as we move on to college, apprenticeships, jobs, the military, or whatever else it is that life has in store for us. Although our pride tells us these accomplishments are solely our doing, none of them would have been possible without the help of others. So I'd like to end by taking a moment to thank those who have gotten me through life in high school and to this day of celebration. To my teachers, thank you for always having faith in me and seeing potential where I did not. Thank you for devoting endless hours to your students and always giving it your best effort. To my friends, thank you for dealing with all of my sarcasm and my terrible humor. Thank you for your love and support. I never could have survived high school without you. To my coach, thank you for putting up with my scam for so long. Thank you for teaching me how to lead by example and instilling in me hard work and dedication. To my soccer and lacrosse teammates, thank you for pushing me to always do my best, whether it's at conditioning, practice, or game. You all have taught me so much about leadership and what it means to be a team. To my counselor, Ms. Schwerin, thank you for being the best counselor ever. You have assured me that I can handle anything life throws at me, that I am stronger than I think. You've been a friend and a role model these past 4 years, and I will miss you dearly. To my best friend, Liz, who is sitting up on stage with me today, thank you for being by my side since day 4. You're an inspiration and a sister, and I am eternally grateful for the memories we've made and the times we've spent together. You've given me a definition for true friendship, and you've always been there for me, no matter how much I screwed up. To my brother, I love you even though I don't say it, and you're my favorite and only sibling. I'm going to miss you a whole lot next year, and please don't wreck my car when I'm gone. To my parents, thank you for your infinite love and support. I have stressed you out, worn you down, and cleaned out your bank accounts, yet you've kept on loving and supporting me. None of my successes would have been possible without the two of you, and I love you both so very much. And last but not least, to the class of 2016, thank you for 4 amazing years. You all have influenced me more than you know, and I wish you the best of luck in everything that you do. Never forget that to be graduating from Warren Central today is truly an honor, and you are all a part of something special. Congratulations, class of 2016, you've made it.
Good job, Aaron. Good job. At this time, row 1, please stand for the presentation of diplomas. Ahmad Mohammed Abdullah. Koala M. Abdullah. Juan L. Acosta. Deshaun Tyrese Akers. Thomas William Akers. Crystal Alatorre Rodriguez. Elise J. Allen. Brasia L. Allen. Deshaun Marquise Allen. LaShayla Patrice Allen. Raven Simone Allen. Grace Adele Altart. Christopher Alvarado. Javier Alvarado. Mason Andrew Amos. Orlando Monrez Amos. Tyler Kenneth Amos. Corey DeMond Anderson. Reginald U. Anderson. Chad Lamar Andrews. Sabrina Marie Andrews. Luz Elena Angulo. Alexander Argueta. Charles L. Arian.
Haley Marie Armstrong. Joshua Daniel Arnett. David Atchison. Anthony Austin. Isaac Avant. Jessica Ayala. Justin Manuel Ayala. Lazaro Ayala Garcia. Kayvon Kamal Bailey. Coleman Scott Baker. Kyle Baker. Noah Kent Baker. Robert E. Baker. Davnisha Anye Barbie. Makara M. Barnes. Matthew Barnes. Malik Barnett. Estrella Jasmine Barrera. Bryant Barrios Chavez. Christopher Batts. Deadrian Baxter. Rayvon Beard. Robert Lee Beatty III. Antoine Eugene Beckwith Jr. Zane Michael Beechler. Adriana Renee Bell. Dakota J. Bell. William Bayo. Yesenia Beltran. Jemiah Renee Benberry. Kendra Lee Bender. Tyler S. Benefiel. Madison Monet Bermejo. Dayana Sandri Beverly. D.R. Bigby. Jordan Thomas Burge. Justin Anthony Blakey. Patrick Michael Blasco. Kayla Ellen Bledsoe. Devin H. Blount. Megan Tess Bone. Kanaya Booker. Dion LaShawn Booker. Abby Christine Bomer. Antonio C. Boyd. Ariel Raquel Boyd. Everin Sheldon Boyd. Jayla Ree Boyd. Malik Jerome Bradley. Antoinette Marie Brancho. Andrew Joseph Branham. Edward Ray Brashear. Isaiah M. Breedlove. Halen D. Bridges. Joshua Michael Bridgeford. Samuel L. Britt. Kiera Nicole Britton. Jayshawn D. Brogan. Nisha L. Broomfield. Carday Elise Brown. Diamond Deanann Brown. Montez Brown. Rachel D. Brown. Samuel Isaiah Brown. Shane Thomas Brown. Tristan Hunter Brown. Curtis Raymond Bullock. Delilah Gabrielle Bullock. Deasia Danae Bullock. Taya Lynn Bullock. Heather Nicole Birchfield. Alexander Burden. Emily Marie Burke. Nicholas Burke. Devon Walter James Burnett. Micah B.V. Burnett. Leah Marie Burris. Ronisha Renee Burt. Kyra Junae Burton. Alexander Montel Bird. Brianna Anise Birdsong. Elijah Byrne. Ernesto Joaquim Cabrera Roblero. Sarah Gabrielle Calvert. Elena Dawn Camacho. Jashawn Cameron. Aaliyah Raylyn Campbell. Ashaya L. Campbell. Braxton D. Campbell. LaDon Kennedy. Leah Renee Carlisle Walker. Benjamin Austin Carney. Peyton Lynn Carpenter. Ulissa Carrera. Alasia Carroll. Asiana Desiree Carter. Nathan Carter. Tierra Carter. Tracia Leanne Carter. Austin Thomas Cartwright. Josue Castillo. Elijah M. Castle. Shelby Ann Kalk. Sheila Elaine Chase. Zachary Chavis. Jewel Louise Chasteen. Wilson Chow. Fred Julius Christian. Jasmine R. Clark. Manzel Stone Clay. James Tyler Clevenger. Brandon Lee Klaus. Mackenzie Joe Klaus. Kylie D. Cobb. Nathan W. Cobb. Jalen Coe. Jeremiah Deshaun Cogman. Kyla Jasiri Cole. Olivia I. Coleman. Ashanta Dominique Coleman. Christine Collins. Damara Monet Collins. Joseph B. Collins. Keenan Edward Collins. Tara Marie Collins. Corey A. Combs. Perry Lewis Cunningham Jr. Yesley Zulima Contreras. Marquise D. Cooper. Jordan Cornwell. Brianna Janae Corona. Dinesha Cotton. Caitlin Marie Courtney. Amari L. Cox. Andrew M. Kraft. Amanda K. Craig. Denarius Craig. Michael Craighill. Ariana M. Kripe. Joanna Y. Cruz. Jose Andres Coolidge. Joshua Valenzuela DeCaney. Micah Ohana Daniel. Marcus A. Darnell. Reese Connor Daugherty. William J. Davenport. Danae Shaylin Davidson. Brandon D. Davey. Calvin Davion Davis. Darren Davis.
Erica Jasmine Davis. Jacob Davis. Kayla T. Davis. Tyree Davis Campbell. Paola De Leon. Brianna K. Dean. Karen Delphine. Joseph Logan Deloach. DeCara Denton. Kiana Depp. Austin Lee Dishman. Isabella Joe Donahoe. Navia Tashe Dowdle. Isis Deanne Dowdy. Elizabeth Marie Drummond. Judy A. Dungan. Imari Danye Dunlap. Nathan Cooper Dunavant. Dayron Durham. Megan Enise Dyer. Tiffany Renee Eaton. Deshawn Dwayne Eccles. Elliot James Eccles. Mariah Lynn Edwards. Tanaya Nicole Edwards. Austin C. Ergot. Connor Ikes. Sebastian Lee Elliott. Ivana G. Elliott. Cesar Augustin Elvire. Kamaria Janice Evans. Carrie Falls. Brooke Elaine Fothery. Keelan Michael Faust. Casey Fear. Trayvon Douglas Fields. Avery Jameson Finch. Kelby Labert Finley. Paige Nicole Finnegan. Michaela R. Fisher. Aisha Anye Florence. Bernice Flores. Thomas Irvin Flowers. Tishawn A. Floyd. Jordan Michael Ford. Sandria Deshelle Ford. Robert T. Foreman. Taylor Nicole Fox. Dakari Cameron Fulton. Andrew Bruce Gable. Michael A. Gaines. Robert Wayne Gaither II. Anna Galvin. Freddie Garcia. Jasmine Garcia. Cody A. Gerard. Jalen D. Garrett. Ralph Coleone Garrett. Amika Deshay Gary. Jessica Guinness. Eric Lee Gibbs. Michael Earl Gibbs. Marks Gibson. Olivia Marie Gibson. Kristen O. Gilbert. Megan Michelle Gilbert. Edgar Eduardo Giron. Malik D. Glover. Desmond J. Goddard. Allison Rose Geltz. Yvonne A. Gonzalez. Jamichael Augustine Gonzalez. Christopher Neil Goshen. Peyton M. Graham. Keandra Marie Green. Martin L. Green. Nibria N. Greer. Willie Vernon Grigsby. Autumn Victoria Grapaldi. Caitlin K. Groves. Devante Carrion Demone Guthrie. Abigail Lisbeth Gutierrez. Darius Lavelle Gutierrez. Darius Lavelle Geis. Daisy Jasmine Gutierrez. Jeremy Robert Hayden. Katrina Marie Hagerman. Sierra Rain Hale. Austin Grant Harlan. Joanne Harlan. Ashane Lachey Harrell. Alex Harris. Desmond Michael Harris. Dustin Desmond Harris. Shayon Matrice Harris. Tilishana Helon Harris. DeAndre Dallas Harrison. Terry Hart. Anthony R. Haskett. Megan Christine Howley. Alexis Janiqua Hayes. Cheyenne Morgan Mackenzie Hayes. Shermaine Denise Hayes. Sage N. Hyde. Imani Simone Henderson. Jordan Allen Henson. Isabel Hernandez. Costa Herrera. Dominic P. Herrick. Jason T. Hester. Deanye L. Hewlett. Sean DeAndre Hicks. Jordan Lamont Heidelberg. Jayla Sharice Hill. Rashay Ine Hill. April Marie Hines. Emily Sue Hobaugh. Samira S. Hobby. Gabriel Adam Hodge. Nicholas Holder. Brian Dewan Hollis. Chelsea Horton. Christian James Hall. Cheyenne Octavius Houston. Colton Richard Howard. Shadriana Tygene Hughes. Carrington Nicole Hulse. Jabri Raven Rashawn Humphreys. Gabrielle Marie Ingram. Dewan Edward Ivy. Ashlyn Renee Jackson. Breon Renee Jackson. Daisy Hymas. Kiwan Jarman. Reagan Taylor Jarrett. Talia Brianna Jarrett. Bradley Jenkins McNeil. Jamal T. Jennings. Clifton Vascarol Jet Jr. Alexis Monet Johnson. Alexis Ricky Johnson. Anita Sue Johnson. Arlillian Raycindy Johnson. Ashley Nicole Johnson. Austin W. Johnson. Azriel Nicole Johnson. Brianna K. Johnson. Brianna Marie Johnson. Jamir S. Johnson. Lakeisha Janae Johnson. Malachi Nathaniel Johnson. Michelle Nicole Johnson. Roderick Johnson. Takiana Deshay Johnson. Brittany Nicole Jones. Dathan Jarvis Jones. Devana Cheyenne Jones. Jamisha Linnell Jones. Javon D. Jones. Kayla Gabrielle Jones. Kendra LaShawn Jones. Kiana Joanne Jones. Precious Janae Jones. Talan and Marie Jones. Lamaika Joshua Roberson. Yasmin Juarez. Haley Laura Kaiser. Alexis Lavella Nicole Kamahu. Benai Renee Casberg Naylor. Addison Saray Keenum. Angela Angel R. Kennedy. Bricklin Rose Kent. Rufus F. Keys. Shanice M. Kimbrough. Desiree Brittany King. Kayla Monique King. Taya Danae King. Emily Elizabeth Klingstein. Jonathan W. Kamitta. D'Angelo Jerome Knight. Cornelius Lamons Knox Abbott. Aradia Joyce Kruger. Roberta Lavon Lancaster. Rashad Alexander Lang. Kenneth C. Lange. Demontre Marquise Lapsley. Carissa N. Larry. Michaela Victoria Lawver. Tyree Thomas Lavelle. Brieria Lee. Jared D. Lee. Monica Limeberry. Christopher Dwayne Lamont Lloyd. Trayshawn D. Long. Amy Mariel Lopez Hernandez. Gabrielle S. Lewis. Jarrett Brian Lux. Austin Lovelace. Joy Divine Lowe. Tyler Scott Lowhorn.
Jasha Alexis Loins. Keontae Lee Luckett. Raven Michelle Mack. Robert Mack. Michaela N. Maddox. Rodney Mallory Jr. Shayla Sharon March. Araya Miranda Marr. Kelsey Marie Catherine Martins. Khadijah LaRae Martin. Lance Abraham Martin. Rachel Dawn Martin. Jessica F. Marvel. Darius Cedre Mason. Dylan Lee Mason. Terriel L. Massey. Cody Jean Modice. Destiny Rose Matthews. Keyshawn Lewis Matthews. Dominic Michael Mathis. Marissa Lynn Mattingly. Aaliyah Corinne Mariah McCall. Jarrell Dion McLaren. Malin Chantel McClendon. Matthew Daniel McCreary. Zaria McDonald. Tori E. McFarland. Joelle Gordon McGee. Jasmine M. McGregor. Jacob Matthew McGuire. Victoria Eamon McKenzie. Matthew Wayne McKinney. Jasmine Brianne McMahon. Brandon A. McWhirter. Shayana D. Meals. Cindy Gazelle Mejia. Adela Juarez Mendez. Alvaro Mendez. Anthony Reyes Mendez. Karen J. Mendez. Jaman Merritt. Carly Marie Meskel. Darren A. Messer. Cassidy Shane Miles. Eric J. Miles. Michael A. Miles. Michael S. Miles. Michaela Ariana Miles. Anye Miller. Natalie Nicole Miller. Rachel Lee Miller. Tony Brianna Miller. Tyree Deshawn Miller. Candy Gabriela Miralillo. Gabrielle Nicole Mitchell. Jason Mitchell. Taya C. Mitchell. Kenneth Austin Monroe. Gabriel Monroy. Erin Michelle Montgomery. Tamia Monet Montgomery. Ethan Flesher Moore. Landon Joseph Moore. Apriana S. Morris. Sierra Lene Morris. Kennedy Devin Mosley. Michael Marcel Mosley. Aaron Paige Motley. Shalonda Michelle Munn. Nicholas Murph. Tony Murph. Keon Murphy. Gabriel Murray. Kennedy Murray. Morgan Renee Myers. Philip L. Nance. Alberto Navarrete. Taylor Nicole Neargardner. Skylar Reese Nerig. Jules I. Nelson. Taylor D. Nelson. Darius Neville. Quan Nguyen. Tao Wing T. Nguyen. Kiana Lee Nicholas. Alexis Lauren Nichols. Lauren Christine Nixon. Donovan Justice Norwood. Anastasia Kiera Nunley. Naven Lamont Oates. Cole Preston Esch. William Daniel Olnick. Abigail Elizabeth Olson. Alexis Olson. Sarah Naomi Otero. Eric L. Owens. Eric D. Owens. Michaela Lee Owens. Avia Mache Owensby. Abigail Nicole Paget. Angelica J. Page. Jalen D. Palmer. Miguel Angel Palmero. Julia Marie Papalia. Devin James Pardue. Christopher Leon Patterson. Dontasia D. Patterson. Milan Patterson. Shauna C. Pattison. Adam Stewart Patton. Caleb A. Payne. Mark Joseph Pedigo Jr. Destiny N. Peeler. Tyler Devin Pendleton. Madison Perez. Javon Peterson. Victoria Peterson. Andre Lamont Phelps. Atlanta Shea Phelps. Monisha S. Phillips. Daniel Philpott. Matthew Tyler Pinko. Victoria Alexis Pinkston. Alyssa Jean Pittman. Jalea M. Player. A. Robbins. Daniel Christopher Roberts. Mikeira Michelle Robertson. What? Go back a page. Sorry. Got ahead of myself. Okay. Colton. Oh, correct? Okay, sorry about that. Colton Poulter. Tierra Roche Porter. Jakaria Danielle Posley. Christopher Allen Powell Jr. Lamaya Denise Diane Price. Leonard Price. Brandon Prince. Javon Pruitt. Trent Eric Pruitt. Adrian Anise Puckett. Sierra Star Persley. Garrett Allen Purvis. Kelvin Quang. Alicia Tatiana Quarles. Antonio James Ratcliffe. Jeremiah Rates. Jada Lynn Ray. Kayla Marie Ray. Tisha Diana Ray. Deja Ontaria Reagans. Elizabeth Grace Reesner. Scott Anthony Rainier. Courtney Dwayne Richardson. Sanaya Elizabeth Richardson. Shania Riggins. A. Robbins. Daniel Christopher Roberts. Mikeira Michelle Robertson. Caleb Scott Roby. Essence Robinson. Jasmine L. Robinson. Kevel T. Robinson. Alberto E. Rocha. Corin Nicole Rodriguez. Anye Michael Rogers. Kwesi Armano Nino Rogers. Diamond Luis Pinky Roll. Cheyenne Rollins. Dessa J. Rollins. Lizeth Roman Lozano. Deanna Berenice Romo. Cortez Dieric Maurice Rose. Michaela Shante Rose. Kenyatta Marie Rao. Daniel Michael Rousey. Felipe Ruby. Francisca Ruiz. Richard A. Russell. Hani Salhe. Kimberly Sanchez Reyes.
Kitsaqual Sanchez Gasper. Brianna Nicole Sanders. Corey T. Sanders. Dayana Lanice Sanders. Nyasia T. Sanders. Sierra Marie Sanders. Luke DaCosta Sandy. Titus DaCosta Sandy. Shelby Lane Satterfield. Devin Darion Schaefer. Nicholas J. Shute. Adrian Scott. DeCalum Scott. Elise Patrice Scott. Jordan Riley Scott. Stephen R. Scott. Naira Alexandria Session. Shakira Lynn Session. Kayla Fatima Shafiq. Chanciana Cheyenne Shanklin. Jasmine U. Shelly. Gabrielle Christian Shelton. Brianna A. Sharing. Joshua Scott Shores. Andrew Christopher Schrock. Montez L. Simmons. Tashiana Janae Sims. Destiny Cheyenne Slash. Travell Sloan. Malia Anye Smiley. Zachary T. Smilko. Alan Michael Smith. Bishop Dwayne Smith. Damiana Monice Smith. Dwayne L. Smith. Elijah L. Smith. Jamara Mauricia Smith. James Cornelius Smith. Janie Lee Smith. Jesse Ray Smith. Kiera Linnell Smith. Kyra Iman Smith. Melvin Smith. Perry Allen Smith. Tamaya T. Marie Smith. Noah Alexander Smock. Shyla R. Snelling. Cameron Snorton. Abigail Christine Snyder. Mitchell E. Snyder. Haley N. Sontag. Gabriella A. Soto. LaQuincy Dwayne Sparks. Taylor Evan Steen. Andrew Mark Steinmetz. Jonathan Tyler Stevens. Courtney Ann Stevens. Leah K. Stevens. Sierra Simone Stigger. Hannah Rayanne Stinson. Eric A. Stoffer Jr. Damaris Lachey Stone. Kanisha Trene Stribling. Jordan Marie Sullivan. William Drew Sumeyer. Madison Lauren Summers. Aaron R.J. Sutton. Charlie Jr. Swafford. Cheyenne Jean Sweet. Devontae C. Tate. Diedrich Alexander Taylor. Kiesia Quine Taylor. Keyshawn Howard Taylor. Raylan Tyree Taylor. Xavier Percy Taylor Jr. William Matthias Terwilliger. Megan Sue Thomas. Troy Thomas. Chance Allen Thompson. Michaela L. Thompson. Reginald Dwayne Thurman. Decretia G. Tinchner. Jerron Devon Tinchner. Eric G. Tigra Alvarado. Tashiana M. Tony. Jaleesa Torres. Sanita Marie Townsell. Therese Guillen Trebejo. Nathaniel Trees. Samantha Trujillo. Abigail May Turner. Austin Montel Turner. Javanice L. Turner. Kyla Deshawn Turner. Lael Shanice Turner. Infinity Catrice Twiley. Kayla Leilani Twiley. Chase Alexander Tyler. Jordan A.C. Tyler. Karen Sinsoon. Mauricia Skylinda Underwood. Julius Vaden. Casey Marcus Valencia. Richard Allen Valentine Jr. Courtney Danielle Van Cleve. Leonel Vargas. Kane Lee Vaughn. Ivan Vega. Jason Fabricio Velasquez. Jacob A. Vogel. Catherine Ann Wagner. Shelby Elizabeth Walters. Alyssa Michelle Ward. Joshua Alexander Ward. Justin William Ward. Rashard Aki Warfield. Marjorie Victoria Warner. Michael D. Warner. Jaden Micah Washington. Kanan Amon Washington. Mariah Cheyenne Watkins. Cheyenne Lynn Watson. Shawnee May Watson. Travis Maxwell Watts. Mariah A. Weaver. Shabrielle Denise Weaver. Deja E. Webster. Deanna Monique Webster. Deontay Maurice Webster. Deshaun Kente Webster. Juliet Carolina Webster. Tiana Lachey Webster. Alexius Lavana Weddle. Jessica Michelle Wells. Devontae Loran Wesley. Alexis Diamond West. Caleb Spencer Westfall. Devani Maurice White. Devontae LaShawn White. Sierra White. Timothy Whitelow. Jalen Edward Whitfield. Lacey E. Whitfield. Martravis V. Whitfield. Jasmine Marley Whitlow. Tikai Markel Whitlow. Caitlin Marie Wickline. Davana M. Wicks. Matthew David Wilkinson. Jawan Willard. Caesar John Williams. Sierra Renee Williams. Jalen R. Williams. Lamia Monet Williams. Mario Brandon Williams. Patrick LaDon Williams. Ross James Williams. Tyra Chanel Williams. Cornell Wilson. Zaire Martell Winburn. Jamil Winfrey. Amri H. Winokur. Ashley Wood. Imani A. Wood. Deshawn D. Woodson. Sierra Jewel Worthington. Janila C. Wright. Jalen D. Wright. Kimberly Ann Wrightsman. Tara Michelle Wyatt. Dorothy Deshae Young. Isaiah Young. Tyan Darnell Young. Whitney Abigail Zerker. Allison Marie Zwickle. Destiny LaQueen Robinson. And our final graduate for the class of 2016, Tonio Dwayne Thomas.
Class of 2016, please stand for your tassel ceremony. Dr. Cushenberry, I present the class to you.
Are you ready? And now, by the authority vested in me by the state of Indiana and the Metropolitan School Board of Warren Township, I now declare you the 2016
graduates of Warren Central High School.